welcome everybody. I'm in the mood for some Outsiders crack. I hit 3.5k just the other day, so good reason to crack 6 cases of Outsiders and celebrate. Maybe we'll get lucky like we did in the last stream. Hey, Walder Wraith. If you're seeing this and you're a new sub, welcome. And if you're an old sub, thanks. Hey Ricky, thanks dude. All right, let's get right into it. It's late-ish in Sydney, and it's not that late. It's 8 p.m, but I don't want a late night, so we got 6 of these cases. Am I zoomed in? Ooh, what did that do? That's fine. All right. Let me sleeve foils. Cardboard Guide, how are you? Oh, look. Second pack cold foil. Let's see. Man, I nicked that. Look at that, too. These packs are terrible. All right, here we go. Is it a... I mean, it's not a crazy good one, but I think this is not the worst one you can pull. Hey, Harley, how you doing? Look at that. We got the moderator crew is in the chat. I didn't announce this stream or whatever. I wasn't sure if I would stream, but my night freed up a little, and I'm in the mood, so. Oh, I skipped everything there, didn't I? Res. Foil Frailty Trap. I like the traps in this are just the one color. That makes them a little bit more useful. They're just always playable, you know? Like, it's easy to get play sets of them. Hey. Tog. The Tog. How are you, buddy? You talked to Blake today? You hear the good news? 0 Majestic box so far. Where am I going? Man, am I skipping that hard? I need my fingers will get, they'll get used to the... Alright, Blood Rot, here we go. One Majestic box. Oh, it is black. Hey, buddy. You're at the gym and you're on YouTube. Is this how you work out? I mean, I can tell you work out, but Tog doesn't look like he works out. You know what I mean? Just saying. Not a dig. Just doesn't look like he works out. He's gonna bash me when he meets me finally. I talk so much crap about Tog. It's amazing. 150 kilos on the bench. Yeah. You guys are beasts. Hey, Shawnee. Guys, Tog is Pog. He's alright. Ooh, Shakedown's a good hit. Guys, please like the video if you're here. It helps. I like my likes. Hoping to hit... What am I hoping to hit? This is shop stock, as it always is around here, so... Hoping we see... Codex of Frailty Marvel? I guess. Put it out there. For me, don't do that for me. You're not my type. You're not even close to my type, so... Foil Codex of Bloodrot. I mean, I'm not complaining about the double Bloodrot, but this would be in a God box right now if they were both Frailty. We'd be winning at life and Fab. Hurl Foil. If you like the playmat I'm opening on, please consider buying it on flickenbox.shop. They've been discounted forever. I want to move them so I can buy more playmats. So many WTR Alpha singles. Yeah. So, Roweno, you can jump on flickenbox.shop or .com and sort by Alpha, and it'll actually show you what we have. And yes, people definitely want the pink strips from that set. Definitely. Concealed Blade. Oh, Shroud's nice. Wrong pile. I'm going to go a little slower pace tonight. I'm just chilling. I'll probably pause, make a tea. No rush. I started early because I didn't want to like open for efficiency. I just want to hang out. So. If you guys want to celebrate with me, feel free to become a member. Raymond Scott's a Marvel member. We got a bunch of members creeping up to Marvel. But you get, some perks. You get the icon in the chat when we stream and when you comment. How many bucks are 6 cases, Shawnee? You get special discounts for the shop, and you get notified usually when we put up a lot of new stock. I'll usually let members know first. But it's just really the tip jar for the channel. So we have 120-ish members, which is very cool. I am doing more with that part of the channel, just takes time. Actually, I got to talk to Tog and see if he's happy to do some of that work. New icons, maybe a different tier. We're thinking of doing a tier where if you're a member, you get free packs every order. We sent some packs out with the Outsiders orders, and a lot of people like that, so we'll see. But either way, you don't need to spend money. Just chill. Subscribe and like if you can, and talk to me. Keep me entertained. Pretend it's my birthday. We've got 2 packs left in box 1. Skybound Shot. Herbert, how you doing? Box 2. Bestseller from Outsiders. Actually, it's the codexes. I can pull that up. I was looking at it today. As like a singular card, we've sold out of Bloodrot and Frailty instantly when we pulled them. And I think we've overall pulled more Bloodrot, so they've been selling the most. If I ship to Europe, Palo, we do. You save on taxes, and it costs 16 Australian dollars to get your stuff to Europe. So, yes, the quick answer is yes. And you can find all that out. Just put stuff in a cart and get to the checkout, and you can see. Professor's deck box is great. I haven't... Look, actually, you guys can give me some counseling. Where's We Make Best? Maybe Balake can help, if he's still paying attention. I have sort of lost the fun in playing lately. I don't know what it is. I haven't been performing as well as I expect, but that's also because I haven't been practicing as much. And I find Talishar to be just tilting. It takes forever to get a game. What do you guys do when you feel like that? Like, I love the game. I want to get my reps back in, and I want to get sharper. Like, I think I'm just not sharp, but I don't know how to get back in. I don't know. Hence, it's the deck box question that raised this. I just haven't been playing much. Infect Foil. Hey, Vinay. Looking forward to seeing you at Worlds, man. Are you coming a bit early? Make sure we hang out before the big event starts. I should be there a couple of days early. Ooh, there we go. Frailty. Boom. Ha. Followed by flick knives. Boom. That's a nice pack. Look at that pack. Tuesday by noon. Okay, I think I'm Thursday by noon. Okay. So maybe we aim for Thursday then, because... Wait, isn't Thursday the player dinner? Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you. I'll have cards for you anyway. That was an insanely good pack. That way. Oh, missed. What did I miss here? That. Oh, cold foil. Here we go. So this box has had Codex of Bloodrot, Codex of Frailty, a Flick Knives, a Rainbow Foil. It does have a cold foil too. I mean, we're expecting one, but it would be crazy if it's a good one. It is not. It is not a good one. Manifestation. Although these cold foils have been selling quite well on the shop. We're charging $6.90. They've been selling. Yeah, Chad, thank you. Cardboard Guide is not someone that would get tilted playing Talishar, I feel. Way too chill. Halfway through box 2. Give and take. Surely Shawnee Cardboard Guide has a YouTube channel. You can actually check that out. They do TCG content, a lot of Flesh and Blood, but also other games. Dio, you reckon? I think it's also because the cold foils, I mean, just in general, people like to fill their binders with them, like have a playset. I think that's always a good reason for people to buy one of every cold foil in a set, and $7 each is. Bit of class. Alright, we're hoping cold foil daggers are selling amazingly well too. And they look sick. Very rare to hit a cold foil majestic in this set, it seems. Wonder with purpose. That is correct. Chad, I agree. I think cold foils, for the price they are, is the most... It's probably the more likely way to like double your money is to buy like Monarch common cold foils and stuff. Eventually that stuff dries up real quick, and then people will pay $20 for them. Hit all the good traps in rainbow foil. 2 packs. How about some other product to open? I can open some Everfest if people want to see that. I can open some Toa First Ed as well. We'll see. I figured people want to see this most, and for the shop, we kind of want to refresh on some Outsider stuff more than other sets right now. Alright, that's box 2 done. Box 3. RF Swing Big. Man, you know I've only ever pulled like 4 in my life. But yes, it's a big hit actually. Swing Big Rainbow Foil is not a... It holds some value. It's obviously an above rate card, and pretty sure any Brute player would run it. Sort of have to. It's 2 for 8. The only other 2 for 8s in the game are... Have Phantasm. Ooh, Down and Dirty. Another... No, this is the first one. We hit Give and Take before. One RF for trade, huh? For $30, you mean? I'm confused. Yeah, no, it shouldn't feel like a big deal when you pull a 4 Majestic, but some of the Everfest Majestics in foil are just super valuable. Spike with Frailty. Such cool looking cards. I love the disease icon on them. They wish they didn't print Swing Big. Yeah, it's above rates. It's a very, very strong card. Thanks, Sue. Shuriken. Sorry, Shawnee, you said trade, so I was like, oh, but they sold it. Cold for a pack incoming. Let's see what this pack has in it. Cold for Fisticuffs. Yeah. So far, did I put... No, I didn't. So far, no good cold foil this. But we're on 3 out of 3 boxes, so there's still 1 box left. Hopefully the big cold foil is in that one. Well, I mean, the Ice Shield's only playable by 1 hero, but that's for now. Like, you know, we had 2 Elemental Guardians. We're back to 1. I'm sure at some point we're going to have another. And it's going to swing in roundabouts. Like, the thing is, if you have the income anyway, don't sell your stuff quickly. Like, if you had a Prism deck, you should hold on, because that stuff's going back up now. If you're trying to pick when to sell stuff, I would hold on to stuff, especially that drops. So if you want to spec buy, that's the type of stuff to buy. Is like Stalagmite. That's something to buy. It's an extremely strong card in a vacuum. Just needs the heroes to be printed, which will get printed. It's always been hard to find Prism Staples Pala. Very, very popular. Very popular hero. The thing is, Chad, I just don't think Starvo plays Stalagmite that often, but Frailty will most likely not get banned. I mean, the set just got printed. I think people are overreacting. It's possible though that it's powerful, but even having the opinion that it needs to be banned is kind of short-sighted. There hasn't been enough data for that. My words, what did I say? Codex. What did I say? They should get banned, did I? I doubt that. Shiana and Prism. I don't know. Looks interesting though. Looks interesting. I think maybe it's maybe Shiana copies Prism and she's like the next. We get like this. Oh, nice. Trench of Sunken Treasure Rainbow. So this case, double rainbow foil legendary. It's very cool. I think we'll find out a bunch of stuff in Baltimore for the new set. They usually like to announce some stuff, and then there's an event in Singapore, I believe, before the set comes out, which again might give us. I'm going to that one because you can play Monarch Sealed for some reason. They're doing a Monarch Sealed. So Japan, always Japan print, yeah. I only had the one case of Belgium that I've opened. Yeah, so the Sigil promo is a participation award for the calling, for a side event at the calling in Singapore, so I'm going to book for that. Cabo Guy, yeah, I assume we find out where Worlds is going to be. Seems like the opportune moment to announce that. Well, it said they're announcing it, didn't it? At the banquet thing? The player dinner thing? Paris? Paris would be great. Paris is expensive, though. Yes, Sogni, correct. Unknown promo cards. Well, there you go. Maybe they're there could be cards from the new set, or it's just recycled promos from Armory kits and stuff, which is still very cool. You get a whole bunch of cool stuff. This is the last box of the first case. I might open 6, it depends. And the traps look so cool in foil. So, people in the chat, did you order stuff from us and got a free Outsiders pack? And did you hit anything good in the Outsiders pack in your order? I think we still have some packs left to send out, actually. Rainbow Foil Mentors from Dory vs. Rhinar released there. Where? I don't know. Never seen those as Rainbow Foil. Do they exist? Amplifying. Wrong pile. Halfway through this box. No cold foil yet. We can only hope. Giving them away as prize. Really, where? Where were they given as prizes? Haven't seen any information about that. It's very cool, but that's something LSS usually announces, man. So it's an odd one. It's usually on the collector's center. The minute they hit any shops, they're on the collector's center. So otherwise you can't authenticate if they're real. Oh, here we go. Cold foil pack. What is it? Seeker's Hood. So 4 common cold foils. That's rough if we don't get something else. What was still marked as the numbers, you mean, with the promos? Rainbow Foil Orbiter class. That's sick. That's a nice hit, actually. We're also way underrate on Rainbow Foil Majestics, even though, obviously the legendaries count. But this case, unfortunately, might be very light on everything except those 2 legendaries. Still a few packs left though. Okay, Shakedown. Oh man, no one ever remembers to like the video. I just have to yell. I have to threaten. LGS 144. Okay. Hey, fair enough. If they exist, it's just usually updated. So are we talking very recent, Ricky? Like in the last few days, or? That's weird. Look. Wow. I don't think I've seen that before. Would have been cool if it was something good. But, which country though, Ricky? That's what I'm trying to work out. That was very strange, dear. I've never seen like just one card up backwards. Like I've seen upside down cards and stuff, but it's usually like a pattern. It's a trap. Philippines. That's odd. That's odd that it's not announced at all. Very strange. Hopefully they're not like fakes or something people are passing around, but you know, also LSS could just be slow This is the last pack. No cold foil. I'm not upset that we hit double rainbow foil legendaries, don't worry, but so here's what the case can look like. Unfortunately, wow, my hay fever is going to kill me today. All right. I see, Dev. Yeah, just it's odd if they've released like the mentors as rainbow foil. Wait, did you say from the classic battles? That would mean maybe they're doing the other stuff from the classic battles that they've neglected to release. Like all right. Someone today on the fan page commented about their 4-box pull rate, complaining. It's like, man, people have no concept of like what a variance looks like across multiple sets. And wait, full art spinning wheel kick. Is that from the Armory promo? Is that an Armory thing? All right, box 1, case 2. Sure. Oh, it may not be Armory promo, like people are saying. It could be the different regions, or some of these callings have like special promos they're getting. Lace with blood rot. It's a nice one. Road to Nationals. There you go. Wow, look at that. Another Flick Knives rainbow foil. Again, not complaining. I like the high frequency of rainbow foil legendaries, even as a single shop. It's just good to have a lot of legendaries because, you know, it's strong equipment. This one is, I believe, some sort of archetype. I think you just definitely run it in some heroes, some builds. So still don't know what the legendary hit of the set is. Chain shops that got them were new to Fab. That's what's odd, but it could just be. I don't know. It's maybe they didn't read the release and they're not supposed to release them so early. That can happen. Dishonor. Hopefully we hit Marvel Codex today. For the shop stock has been quite crazy. First ed mono, but relatively cheap hero. They're less than that, to be honest, depending on where you look. Where have you seen them listed? You can definitely find them for less than $250. Ah, buddy, don't buy from Good Games. I mean, not for pricing for first edition stuff, no. Hit me up privately. I can put you in towards some cheaper ones. I think you can get them for under 200 quite easily still. I think they'll go up. I think that they probably should be 250, but they just aren't right now. Not a dig at Good Games, just their pricing on first ed is not anywhere close to market. All right, cold foil, come on. Be good to us. Scale peel is good. We will we'll take that. That's the second cold foil? No, that's the first one of the box. I'm trying to think if we've seen many double cold foil boxes. I don't think you see many. Amnesia. Generic 2 for 6 that blocks for 3 is nice. Let's see if it ends up being I don't think it counters any meta heroes right now. Box 2. Try out Azuri in Blitz. In draft I did. I don't think I'm gonna build anything new and constructed. It's a big commitment for me to build a deck and play it, not knowing if it's any good. You know. The only deck in draft is fun. In sealed it's fun. In constructed, I'm more like, hey, bros. It was terrible, man. I left early. I think, like, part of me not having fun with the game lately is playing with, like, people that are much better than, like, draft. The draft pods are so stacked, man. People know way too much information. Like, they could tell you across the table to the left is drafting Azuri, and you're like, how do you know that? Like, it's such a skill-intensive thing, and I don't have the reps or the, like, I'm not even interested in getting that good at it, so it's just not fun. Same was happening in Outsiders. It wasn't in Uprising. I wasn't enjoying it. This is a cold foil pack. So I need to... So the draft was crap. The Seeker's leggings, okay. What was I answering? Oh, yeah, constructed. If I'm going to play another deck than Dory, it's probably going to be Dromai. I played a little bit of Azalea on Talisha. That was fun. Something I could probably sink my teeth into. I was enjoying having much more complicated lines of play than I'm used to. A lot to think about in this area. Alright, because the bauble, I'll show you. This is the back of the pack. See the token? When the back of the pack looks like this, it means it's a cold foil in the Japanese print. That's how I know. Constructed with Azuri. I mean, I'm sure it's fun. It's also, I don't know if I don't know. Quiver Rainbow. So far on legendaries are doing quite well. That's to a case on average so far. And by the way, this is box 2. And we're not even halfway through it, so. Hue in Japanese print, it's unlikely, man. I've opened a lot, man. Never seen a solid back without the cold foil. Belgian print, 100%, doesn't matter. But every time I've seen a bauble, I've seen a cold foil. Hasn't missed once in what are we up to? 40 something cases now. Hey, Pierce, so far so good. We're on 4 legendaries out of 6 boxes. No big cold foil hits, but if we keep this up with the legendaries, I'll be very happy. 2 a case is perfect for the shop. Whoa, infiltrate. Rainbow foil. Not a premeditate, but, you know, it's still nice. Such a cool card, man. When it hits, play something from your opponent's deck is really cool flavor. I don't know if it'll see how often that's going to get played, though. It's a very Azuri card, isn't it? Does Arachne play some stealth cards? Hey, Sharoon, how you doing? I wonder. Thanks, Pierce. No problem. I'm good, my man. I might pause after this case, get a drink. Scorpio's good. Thanks, bros. Couldn't have done it without you, you know? Also, bros, are you going to play the new Path of Exile season with us? That's what I want to know. It actually seems really fun. 1 premeditate in 3.5 cases doesn't seem right. But yeah, unfortunately, it can be like that, especially Japanese print. It's just so not random. You just get this like... Although tonight's been sort of more random. It's alright, bros. We just build you a tanky character. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I did 1 Belgium case and got 2 foil premeditates. It's, yep, just you get what you get, you know. Also, I think that card's a bit overhyped. Because it makes a lot of sense to play as a ranger, but everyone else, I don't know if it fits that well in every other deck. Alright. Box 2 is done. Is it great for Briar, though? Like, everyone can run it. It's just Ranger's the one that has to play the attacks from Arsenal, so Premeditate always hits. Yeah, 100% Hugh. Like, what they've done is tweak it that way, where Majestics will naturally be more expensive and Legendaries will be naturally cheaper, and it's kept Cold 4 Legendaries high. So Majestic. One sec. Starts her chain off as well as pump. Yeah, but again, you can't. The thing is, any card you can't Arsenal is not the best pick on every deck. That's where I'm trying to come from. Like, you get a Ponder token, you draw that. You do not want to put a Premeditate in your Arsenal, and that messes it up for quite a few decks. While Ranger doesn't care. That's exactly what Ranger wants to do. From how many cases, Velsharin? I've heard Give and Take is really good on Briar. I mean, but Briar just makes everything good better, right? Briar's like the only any deck that makes Cokes of Commotion really, really good. Give and Take's good on Emperor, huh? I haven't thought of that. Makes sense though. Shakedown. Cold 4. Let's go. It's a legendary. No, it is not. No, it is not. Just my eyes playing tricks on me. Another common. I hope she just LLs. It's more because of Rosetta Thorn, man. I'd just sit in front of Viz and you're like it actually just makes Viz degenerate, more degenerate. Viz already has some pretty degenerate. Oh, look at that pack. Melting Point and a foil Shakedown. Thanks, Jeff. So yeah, I'm hoping it LLs because it gets rid of Rosetta, which is can bring Rune Blades back into the game in a less stupid way. Rosetta's like just dumb. It's just dumb. It's a common fucking non-elemental. Makes no sense for Chain and Viz to have access to that weapon. Freaking grass. It's like a twig with grass on it and the Shadow Rune Blade. Doesn't make sense. I hate it. I hate it for flavor. I hate that it's so strong, but it's a common. It's not even a majestic. I think it's the best weapon in the game. So yeah, if Bright LLs, I think just Rune Blades become better. They can release more of them without breaking the game. Heck, you might even see Sonata and Skeleta allowed back into play. Maybe not. Maybe not. The art on this is really cool. Like that perspective, that really like long leg. We've hit a lot of concealed blades. I think this is the third non-foil we hit. This trap. Get Sumaye, what's that? Ah, is that an artist? You can always send their details to LSS. Ah, okay, they're already a Flesh and Blood artist. You're hoping they come to the event, I see. What art does that artist do? Leave no witnesses is a very cool art. Very boring box so far. No problem, Guardboard. Thanks for hopping in. Good to see you. Alright, last box of this case. I'm gonna take a quick break afterwards. Just get a drink. So let's see what this. So this is the end of case 2. Box number 8. So far on legendaries, we're doing quite well. We've hit nothing in cold foil. That's good. I mean, the scale peeler is nice, obviously, but you know, we can do better than a scale peeler. I think where to put any cold foil hits I get. I should just have a system, right? I don't know why I don't have a system. But here, we're going to put the cold foil scale peeler. You know what? Move this here. There. That's enough room. There. Cold foil hits on the side. Oh, whoops. I already opened a pack. Yep. Watch. It'll be worth it because we'll hit the cold foil Fable now because I made room. Okay, young Azuri as well. That's pretty cool. They new to Flesh and Blood as an artist. Ah, sick. What do you guys think of all the new art they showed with the OP announcement? Looks like we have a Prism Shiana card coming, at least, if not an actual hero. We have a Light Warrior card, if not a hero. Surprised the Fable is just cold for. I'm confused by that statement. The Hydra looks sick, yeah. Looks like a illusionist card, doesn't it? Cool Invoke tech for Dromai, maybe. Oops, it's the wrong pile. Does it look like Kasai? Kasai with blonde hair? I don't know. I think it's very unlikely you see a light Kasai. But yeah, also light Kasai would just sort of be like a Bolton, wouldn't it? Double Majestic pack is nice. You got Marvel and EA alt arts, but the F is just code for no treatment. Do you mean like it's not a special treatment in code foil? Because it does come in rainbow foil. That's why I'm confused. But I don't mind that. It's another flick knife. See, talk about clumping. There's your clumping again. Just way more flick knives than anything in Japanese print so far. Like so many of them. But that's 5 Rainbow 4 legendaries in 8 boxes. Still very, very above rate. Like it's very cool. Or is it above rate? What's how many packs? 96 packs a case. And 2 cases 180. There's 1 in 70 packs, so it's it is above rate. Illusionist Warriors seems also unlikely. How would that work? I think you gotta like notice that LSS do a lot. Like they do. It seems like they like keeping things canon or like with the lore. And the last snippets of lore, we had like a big light shadow battle, and Dory was there, and I believe Minerva gets killed or captured. Like there's stuff there that shows Dory like getting I think this is like the 3rd or 4th Red Widowmaker. Shows are like blessed by the light and stuff. So it's as much as I don't want a light Dory, I think that's the most likely light warrior we're gonna see. Okay, this is the same exact packs we just got before. Red Widowmaker foil into yellow Widowmaker foil. It's not random, hey. I don't know if it can be mapped, but it's definitely not random. Hey, another Codex of Frailty though. That's the second one, not bad. We need those for the shop. Alright, here's our cold foil. Come on, be a good one. Man. We've had terrible cold foils so far. In 2 cases, 1 scale peeler. No. Oh, okay. That makes up a little bit for it. Is this our first premeditate? It could be. Let me sleeve that. Not bad, I guess. But that's... Cracker Packer, you're completely wrong, dude. You can't weigh the plastic packs. That stopped a long time ago. That's why now the cold foils are in the token slot, not the rainbow foil slot. They used to replace a rainbow foil so the pack would be lighter, but they stopped that a long time ago, man, since Monarch. Monarch was the last set people weighed. But again, it only mattered if you opened the box, so you just don't buy any packs. There's no way to weigh these packs and figure out cold foils. Maybe if you have like very high precision scales, but I still don't think so. All right, that's the end of case 2. I'm just gonna grab a drink. So hopefully you guys hang around. I will be back. I've got 4 more cases to open, so chances are we hit something better than what we have so far. But again, 5 rainbow foil legendaries, not bad for 2 cases. I'll take those. Alright, I'll be back. Alrighty. Case 3. Oops. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. Channel's been had a little bit of a lull, and then it's really picked up the last month or so. I think new set hype always helps. You know what I need? I need sleeves. Sleeving every foil, you run out of sleeves real quick. Let's see if we can hit some decent cold foils. Here we go. Fino. Ah, yeah. Well, you got Mansant, Carolina. Got Hayden Dale's legs. Some celebrities. Oops, tokens. Looking for a oh, look at this. See, this is exactly the same pack as before. I'm telling you. If you go back, you'll see a rustling leaves, immediately followed by a trench. It's like the exact same, pack. I'm pretty sure. Planning on playing in Baltimore. Gus, I don't know, I might buy a PTI and play the Pro Tour. I'll definitely play the Calling if not. But I generally go to like just be there and socialize, so I'll play, but it's never the priority. I mean, the big event will be, whichever big event I play will be a priority, but when that's done, I'll just chill. Anyway, we'll know how clumped this is by the very end result of what we get. But I'm pretty sure we had the same pack before. Of course they have to pre-open packs. They're not gonna... Yeah, they're always gonna stamp cards. There's no way. It's just so silly to not do that, man. It's way too easy for people to swap cards in from outside if the cards aren't pre-stamped. Yeah. What'll be weird is if they use like Belgium or Japanese, then the actual experience is different. So players in certain regions might feel a little bit disadvantaged. Dishonor. That's the issue they're going to face. Ah, cold foil. All right, come on. Come on, just one good one. Man. How many is that in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cold foils in a row in commons. 1 scale peeler out of those. I mean, it's not. It's the same set. It's just the Belgian print has like packs with 3 non-foil rares and some have 1, and then the Japanese print is all, seems like it's all 2 rares a pack. So it doesn't mess up the experience of drafting. It messes up your knowledge, like your ability to read the packs, I guess, or the signals or whatever. The contents are the same. See, it's so repetitive. Here's our, we started, this was our first Rainbow Foil before, was a Codex, a Blood Rot Rainbow Foil. First Rainbow Foil Majestic. Pulled your earlier trench after a lace with inertia? Okay. Fair enough. I just remember the quiver. I think maybe that was a Majestic and then a Foil Majestic after it or something. It felt very familiar for some reason. But thanks for checking. Codex Marvels are not going to be faked, man. Yes, though that's just common. The backs are really different. Which actually, so I have this suspicion that maybe some of the sheets were printed in Belgium and shipped to Japan to be cut. I don't know if the cold foiling was actually made in Japan. Because I've noticed the backs of Japanese packs, the cards can be different color in the same pack. So I wonder if either they've changed the paper midway through the print run or something, or some of the stock was printed in... No, they don't feel like... I don't think they were printed in Belgium. They don't feel like Belgian print at all. So I think it's just they changed the paper somewhere in the print run. You definitely see the shade of color on some of the cards on the back is actually completely different. Yeah, the backgrounds look different. But I've noticed that in like already I've noticed that in Japanese print cards from the same packs. You can check it out yourself. Grab a handful of bulk and you'll start seeing it. I think that's more of a it could be paper, could be like they ran out of toner and they whatever new toner they put in is slightly off. Box 2 hopefully brings us some more luck. Because, again, happy with... really not happy with the lack of cold foil legendaries and majestics. No, but he's talking about Codex Marvel. Like, the Marvel cold foil... There's no fake cold foils. There are none that I've seen or heard of. Like, not even heard of one. I don't think it's quite possible to fake those yet. Hand coloring of the background on the front of the card. I understand. Sorry, I was reading that as the back of the card. Again, you guys tell me it's not clumped. First Rainbow Foil Majestic, Second rainbow foil majestic of this case is also orbiter classed. Okay? I don't know. Different side orbiter classed, fine. But tell me that's not extremely unlikely to happen. Dev can do the numbers. It's probably like 1 in 100,000 or something. But yeah, I don't think there's fake cold foils yet. And if there were, I think they'd be... Whoa, nice hit. I think it'd be very easy to spot. Alright, cold foil. Are we gonna get... Is that a... It's not. It's not. It could be a dagger though. But it's not a legendary. It's toxic tips because... Johnny, yeah. It could be just a difference. I was assuming he's got two of the same. That's what he's comparing. But obviously Japanese compared to Belgium is going to look different on the front of the card. Oh, look, I'd imagine people have tried to face. It just would be very hard. It's a much, I believe it's a much more expensive process too. Like the equipment to cold foil is much harder to get than rainbow foiling type equipment, I believe. But Dio, you say that I've never seen one, so like it's odd for me to even someone say that there have been a few because I've never even seen a picture on a Facebook group, and I'm like super active on the groups. But I'm not active in Discord. I know a lot of stuff happens in Discord that I would miss completely. Scale peeler, rainbow foil. These are nice to hit, these rainbow foil weapons. I'm happy seeing them because they are rarer than the other majestics. So actually, so far we've been doing quite well on the rainbow foils. Just no good cold foils yet, except scale peeler. Feels odd to go through this many boxes without a single cold foil legendary. Crimped cold, yeah, there's been a few this set, huh? But again, I just think it's just you're seeing more people post them. You know, the game's like really boomed lately, a lot more players. So, I mean, we've seen crimped before. Just feel like there's just more players posting their hits for this set than ever before. But yeah, there was some cool cold foil legendary crimps. It's cool to see. Let me... We're towards the end of box 2 of case 3? 3. 4. 3. Never mind, I can't count. Inertia, okay. First one of those we hit. Oops. Sing Trap. What do you guys think of Riptide? I played him in draft. It's a really fun deck to play. Not sure if it's gonna see much play in CC yet, but I wonder what's missing. Commons away. Riptide is also very fun to play. Alrighty. Man, I know I say it all the time. I fucking hate these packs. I hate opening them. And like, it removes the joy for me. Man. Fatigued and limited, really? Nah, I wasn't getting fatigued. I was smashing people. I had 10 traps. You just have to play quite conservatively past turns when you know you're not going to do enough. You know, play D-Reacts from Arsenal, play D-Reacts from hand, load the Arsenal. It's quite intuitive. I mean, a lot of the stuff is above rate. You know, make sure the traps trigger, deal 1 damage. That's is it unpreventable? It doesn't even matter if it's unpreventable. It's so efficient. The block 3, they get a blood rot, and they lose a life. Like, you're doing 6 damage on their turn, or 5 damage worth. It's really good. Hey, Joe. But again, I don't think you can win by being aggressive on Riptide. But it was really efficient being defensive on Riptide. There's plenty of 3 blocks as well. If you focus on getting those, plus the traps when you see them. Joe, that's fine. I mean, there's plenty of people selling them. I just personally don't have one, so I think you're just gonna have to jump on some trade chats and ask. I don't know anyone myself selling one. Otherwise, I'd be buying them. Been on a bit of a dry run now, huh? What are we? Box 3 of case 3. Another pre-mail. This is the 3rd one we hit. Not bad. No foil ones, but I think non-foils are the way to go anyway. There's so much demand for that card. cold foil. Oh, man. It's number 9. So terrible. Our luck's been terrible with cold foils. It's alright. I'll keep complaining. We'll hit a Marvel. It'll all be fine, right? But I was hoping in 6 cases to get some good stuff in cold foil. That's foil majestic. I like it. Alright. EAL next. I mean, that'd be great. We've only hit 1 in... it's been like literally 40 cases we've hit 1. And the case had to come all the way from Florida that had 1 in it, so it'd be nice some of these local cases to have them. Amnesia. Yeah, I bought the kit from Rudy. That's what I got to get. Actually, the case from Rudy was definitely worthwhile for me. Hit EA Legendary, 2 foil premeditates, and everything else. Very good case. The video is up on the channel. Whoops, wrong pile. L count is, look, the L count is okay, but it's just rainbow foils, right? Which are very low value. What are we on? 6 out of 3 cases so far. So yes, we're okay on those. But the lack of cold foil majestics, not okay. Not the best. Alright, that was the last pack of that box. We got one more. One more in this case. So, another rainbow foil L would be amazing, but we have 0 shrouds so far. Ideally, though, cold foil. Cold foil. That's what we need. A good cold foil hit. Maybe, I mean, Marvel Codex Frailty. That's the one, right? Or the Fable. Be nice if the Fable in rainbow and a Codex in cold foil. You know, that'd be great. Alright, here's a cold foil. This could be the last cold foil in this case, actually. Wow, it's a legendary. Okay, Quiver. Whew. A little bit of luck. A little bit of luck in the end. Makes that L count look really good, doesn't it? Tim, 3 more. I think 3 more. Inertia. So this is case 3, and I have 3 behind me. 6 total. Don't forget, guys, all the stock ends up on flukenbox.shop. We ship internationally. Check that out. It usually takes about 48 hours from the stream for the stock to actually be up. But I think everything you can see we have stock of, except maybe some of the premeditates and frailties. So give those a few days. If you remember, you'll usually see me. I'll update that. When I update the stock, I usually post a member post to let them know. They usually get first dibs. Shakedown. And membership is $3 Australian a month. If you're interested. Is there anything left in this box? Brush off. Floating Dojo. Any of these common masks going to see play, we think? In Constructed, Blitz or CC? Down and dirty. Nice. Whew, there we go. Shroud and Rainbow Foil. Now we hit all of them. That is now a crazy amount of legendaries. We've hit 6, 7, Rainbow, 1 Cold Foil in 3 cases. Nothing of the highest rarity in the set, but it's really good for the shop. Yes, definitely above average. Three packs left in the box. Declan. I mean, yeah. Pretty sure I have some for sale, Declan. Last pack incoming. Nah, that was it. That's still pretty good. And let me pack some of this away. Even the cases are annoying to open. Jeez. All right. Wish me luck on something better than a cold foil quiver. Cold foil Fable would be great. I don't think we have any left. The 2 on the shop that we pulled sold very quickly. Marvel Frailty would be any Marvel, to be honest, I'll be happy with. It's not value, they're just so cool. But yes, Frailty would be a win. Win for you guys too. I wonder how many you'll ever see opened, you know. Shakedown foil, that's nice. But look at this again. Of all the Majestics in the set, we've hit 2 Shakedown, 2 Orbiter Class, 2 Blood Drop. Instead of all the other options in the set. Just always the same Majestics repeat. Man. Got stop tape stuck on my finger in a really odd spot. I'm going to peel it off before I continue. Where's that knife? Knife will help. If I die... I'm kidding. Alright. Frailty does look nice. More common than the other weapons? No, I don't think so, no. Also, there's not that many weapons, is there? There's 3? A bit of class, Nerf Scalpel, and Scalp Healer. Thanks, Fabnance. I'm actually like completely sick of opening these packs. I don't think I'll open anymore. It's so annoying. Like when you open this much and it's like every pack is a struggle and you're always worried about damaging the cards inside. That seems like a petty thing, but far out. Like the other packs are so much better. Both the paper and the Belgium plastic ones. Hey, Mitch. Good hanging out today, dude. I don't know if I'm opening any of your boxes tonight, though. Although I'm game, I might skip the last case and do your boxes. Do you want to see what was in them? Is there a reason they went for bit? Yeah, I've discussed this a few times now. It's just... so Belgium print... Belgium Cartamonde is the only place that can do the paper packs. And there's, you know, the 4 European languages plus English that were made... So I think it's just having to print all those languages plus all the stock for North America and Europe. They just didn't have the capacity to do. Like they needed more than they could get, so they had to do some in Japan. I think that's the reason. I don't particularly like it, but it is what it is. There's no point complaining. We can't change it. But yeah, if I could, I wouldn't be opening these. I'd be opening Belgian print. But it's not smart to be trying to import that into Australia when we can get this directly from the distributor, so it's fine. I just really hope the next set. I just hope this isn't the new normal, you know? I'll be very disappointed. I'm skipping ahead here. Death Touch. Burns of the Past. I mean, I think LSS, the reason I'm not like, I don't think this is the future is I know that they're pretty adamant about using paper packs. So I don't see them like completely abandon. They're not going to completely abandon, but I don't see them willingly abandoning them for any region. But you know, we used to get unlimited printings in Japan. This is sort of like the new unlimited printing. All the history packs, like it makes more sense. I hope they do all history packs in Japan instead of Belgium to free up all the new sets to come out of Belgium. But I don't know the logistics. We will see. Dusk Till Dawn will be a good indicator of what their plans are or what they're able to do. I don't think, again, they planned. I don't think they want to be doing this. It's what have we got? Dishonor. Box 1, case 4. Nearly done. Did we hit a cold for this box yet? No. No, we have not, have we? Yeah, that's because it's in here. Is it? What is it? It's nothing. It's nothing. Alright, last pack, box 1. Can we keep our legendary count up? That'd be interesting. Which means we'd hit like 12 legendaries in 6 cases. That'd be nuts. With the the centering on that shakedown's really bad. We haven't had any cool miscuts. Oh, actually, we've never pulled a barcode on stream. We did have a whole box of misprinted alpha cards. I remember that. That was cool. But haven't had like, I think we've had a crimped card before on stream, but not in this set. It's crazy for the amount we open, but they'll come. So I don't know if it's maybe better that we don't hit that stuff on stream, because I don't think there's that good of a market for most of it. Half a pack crimped. Oof. How does that even happen? Because I thought it's the pack machine that crimps, so how can half the pack be crimped? Like, you'd think it's just the cards that get touched by the machine. How does every card get crimped? Wow, there we go. Van braces. We are on track for these legendaries, I think. Ooh, down and dirty foil. This is my that's my Chase Majestic for the set. Right. Yeah, I wonder how much force the crimping machine has. Although, actually, if you think about it, you can't get Japanese crimped cards, can you? Because this is not crimped. The way the Japanese packs are, they don't use it's not the same. See how, like, the top is not crimped, per se? It's a different pattern. Mostly the cold foils, huh? It's not mostly. It's just what people post photos of, Andrew. I think plenty of people have opened some crimped cards that just weren't any good, but the cold foils, people go, "Ooh, that must be worth a lot of money." But, you know, some random yellow come to fight. Oh, look at that. We are way above rate for some of these hits. So that's very nice to see. Oh, it's rainbow foil. It's very nice to see. It's what you've seen in person. How many crimped cards have you seen in person, Andrew? Whew. I can't even... Alright, we got a cold foil right after that Fable. Is it double Fable? No, it's not. That could have been cool. Yeah, I've seen none, so there you go. Must be the batch that you got locally. Why am I jumping ahead? I feel like Wreck Havoc might be quite good. Hey, McIntosh. Like if people are running unmovables for Azaria and you suddenly like you're Wreck Havocing, they can't play the D-React that they got in Arsenal, and then it just destroys it. It's such crazy value. Hey, McIntosh, I'll show you. So when you open a pack, Japanese print, the back is there, and that's the token. So front, back. If the back looks like that, it means it's a cold foil, because it's a bobble and then a cold foil. It's just, that's how they've done it in Japanese print. It's nearly, I mean, I've still yet to personally see one that wasn't cold foil. People keep saying they've seen it, but I haven't. And I feel like I've opened enough to know that it's a thing. But yes, it's the bauble packs. Right, that was the end of box 2. Box 3. Amnesia. Thanks, McIntosh. Appreciate it. We're getting there. 5K was like a pipe dream when I started, but it's very much, I think, going to happen in the next year or so. Maybe sooner. I think it depends on the growth of the game. My content's like not for everyone, but also it's a lot of my growth comes from the spoiler season or me opening the new set in bulk. That's when I get the most action on the channel. So as the game grows, it seems like the channel just keep growing. It's people that don't watch me weekly or whatever, they working on that, Herbert. I think they're coming back, but I can't, you know, unless LSS. Stab wound, RF, and common. Did I put a majestic? I did. Look at that. Thanks. We missed an RF. Majestic. Yeah, working on that, Herbert. I mean, there's a point where we might just ditch distribution and go back to being independent. That means we can open whatever we want and sell whatever we want. But I'm trying to play by the rules, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for LSS to see if they can help. I've asked. You'll know when I know. Not a bad stack of Rainbow Fort Majestics, huh? Alright, here's a cold foil. Be good. Wow, legendary. Trench. Nice. Our rate on legendaries right now is absolutely stupid. Stupid. We've kept it up. It's great. Did we get a... Oops. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and a Fable in 4 cases. 10 legendaries. The heck? Doesn't make sense. Is that right, Dev? I'm not going crazy. It's super high rate. It's not, because the value of a lot of these legendaries is quite low, Herbert. I think like long term the value will be good. Immediately, not so much. Because like, you know, these 3 flick knives won't exactly sell tomorrow. No one's picking them up even cheap. I remember when I first started my channel, Louis from Kitchen Table was the biggest like Flesh and Blood related channel, and he was at 5K. So I thought, I'd do a 5K giveaway. There's got to be at least 5,000 people willing to watch or subscribe to a Fab YouTube channel. So that was the number. I just feel like the M's are a trap. Like, the value M's seem to be very heavily around the Azalea hype. I don't see them holding. The problem with one hero getting hyped is when the hero's S tier, it'll get slapped by nerfs quicker than any other hero. Bans, suspensions, and then, you know. So I just feel like it's still very much hype, and we don't know where it's going to go. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not that way inclined. I mean, I'm not like, if I'm not happy with what LSS are doing, I'll say it, but I'm not one to make up information or try and like pump other games to my audience. Like, the only reason this channel would ever do other game content heavily is if Flesh and Blood is a dead game, you know, which seems extremely unlikely anymore. I think they're in a very solid position to keep going. Still a very small company with a very successful game, and I don't see them like just disappearing. All right, 2 packs left in the second last box of this case. All right. Let's see what this last box has. Johnny, you don't know. Yes or no? I think also you got to think like there's a lot of TCGs coming out, and Flesh and Blood I think has the fact that it's a very good game and a unique IP and an art. But you know, if companies like Disney keep printing card games, it's chews up a lot of money in the TCG space, like people wanting to buy into that. There was a lull in the market around when One Piece came out. Don't say that, McIntosh. No one wants a lie, Dory. You guys notice it's very interesting, right? Since those God cases appeared, no other God cases have been opened. All right, here we go. Here we go. Cold foil. Disappointment. Oh, whoops. I think the core is strong with Fab, yes, but you still need growth. You need new players because it's still it's like a premium hobby. It's a luxury hobby, and you'll always have people leave. People lose jobs, have kids, whatever it may be. Choose where to spend the disposable income. You need new players coming in. That's the challenge for Fab. Is new players. If they keep getting new players, then we'll be fine. I don't think the game's gonna... Actually, I made a video very early on the channel. I opened an alpha box and explained why Fab will die. It's a cool video if you want to go catch my thoughts on it very early. It's very philosophical, that video. You might enjoy it. I think the title is Why Fab Will Die or something. This is the last box of case 4. To those who aren't counting. German God box. Have we seen any foreign language God boxes? I don't think so. But good luck. But I mean, just a good box. I can understand wanting that. I should have actually tried to get some foreign language outside. This could have been fun. Do another French video. Continue with the M pull rates. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? I don't think it's... I think that kind of stuff you can tweak. So it doesn't feel like... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. The problem they have is not the pull rates, though. It's the playability of each Majestic compared to others. So, you know, some of the Majestics in this set are clearly not going to ever be winners. Like Benji's Specialization is so niche. It's a Blitz hero. I don't even know why they would print it in the set, because it's a Blitz hero. Like, just leave it out. Put it in a supplementary set where there's like 10 Majestics a box, you know? Because sometimes there's some slots taken up by another trench. There's some slots taken up by Majestics that often feel bad. But again, you can't have every Majestic just be a fire like card, because that also hurts every other Majestic. But see, this doesn't fucking open. It's so dumb. I'm gonna like bend cards to open the back. Man, so many legendaries. Someone screenshot this, put on the fan page. Fluken box opened a God box. The people will think I got that all from one box and I'll be famous. Inertia. Think about the Asian Sigil Pro. First of all, I don't know if I call it Asian. Since this time around they put English writing on it. It's just a Singaporean promo because it's a Singapore landmark. I'm going to get one. I'm going to go to Singapore to that event, primarily to get my hands on one. Go play the calling and meet some people, deliver some card orders. I love it. I hope they, like, I've actually talked to James about this and trying to get more of this stuff done, but I don't think it's, like, they don't have the bandwidth to, like, have, 20 of those promos going at once. He explained, I'm trying to remember if he explained this publicly or not. I'm sure he won't mind me talking about it. But, like, the process of getting a card like the original Fate for Scene or the Sigil, like, a lot of the process is done by the distributor. Like, they're the ones driving it. It's not, Yes, I will. Zamundo, I will be playing Crucible for sure. I was talking about it before. It looks really good. But yeah, I don't know if distributors in other regions are actually trying to do cool stuff like that. Our distributor in Australia is most certainly not big on Flesh and Blood. I don't think they understand the market and the product, and they're not talking LSS about doing promos. So fortunately for Asia, they have Fable, who's really invested in Flesh and Blood and pushing this kind of stuff, making sure their customers are getting these cool promos. So good on them. Other regions, like the US, you have these older accounts like Team Covenant and Rudy and Star City Games also getting cool playmats and promos for their customers. But yeah. Alright. That was the last of that box. We're still on rate for legendaries, so I'm kind of pumped about that. Yeah, Jenny, I think you need like the distributor to be big enough as well. But I'm maybe it's something I talked to the Australian distributor about actually, because the New Zealand distributor had one, Go Bananas, and that was, Mighty Ape is not exclusively New Zealand; it's Australia as well. So it could be something maybe that can be pushed by the community. All right. Actually, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, maybe less. I'll be back. Just stretch my back a little, walk around. And I'll be back with the last two. All right. I'm back. Man, if we hit another, like, 2-3 legendaries a case for these two, that's going to be crazy. I've never seen so many legendaries in my life. Might make a playmat that says "fuck Japanese print" and just start selling it. Would you guys buy that if I made it? Make some hats or shirts. Made it in from Houston. There he is. Ike, how are you? I started streaming a bit earlier today, man. Which is fine. I just felt like streaming, so I hit the button. No warning. All right. I need to get a counter thing when I'm streaming to show like box number, case number, how many legendaries or something. I got a little stream deck, so I think I just need to spend the time programming it. Or get someone who knows how to program it to do it. But it only has 8 buttons. I wonder if that's enough if you want to go, so what would you want it to go? Case up, case, box and case number. Then you'd want legendary, Fable, Marvel maybe? It's enough. Kick the Rona, huh? I've been good, man. Man, I did get COVID just one time. That was not fun. But then it wasn't like, I never felt like I was going to die either, you know. I just felt weak. I remember feeling tired. That was my memory of COVID. Actually, I'm flying through Japan to get to Baltimore. I think I need to have a proof of vaccination and that. Most of the world doesn't care anymore, but I think Japan still do. We've hit more Codex of Inertias than anything else so far. I think that's number 4. Whoops. So this is case 5. Foil Wander with Purpose. Yeah, that's right, you gotta go Cold 4 and... Yeah, it could be done. Alright, here we go, Cold 4 pack. Come on, no more commons. I can't win. I can't win. I'm trying for you guys, but James just doesn't want me to win. Two of them have my answers. Who's the two that are streaming while showing counters? Without like manually doing anything. I don't understand what that is, Johnny. Maybe you forgot to hit Google Translate on that one. Is that French? LA? I don't know. No. German? Bob is called for, yes. In Japanese print. Belgian print doesn't matter. It's random. Armada has counters live while he streams. Does he stream? Can't think of a time where Armada streamed box openings, unless it was like a big occasion, but he doesn't stream that much. But hey, I can ask. I bought the Stream Deck to do that. I've put some transitions in it, but nothing super fancy. Because I'm not a real streamer, you know. So what does the German phrase mean? Hey, trio. Oh, ribs, yes. Thanks for the congrats. Thanks for the invite to the ribs, man. That would have been better. Congratulations. Wow, there we go. Foil premeditate. That's what we want. Alright, a few more of them. I think I'd rather them than many more flick knives, to be honest. Well, Tria, I am flying to the US just for Baltimore next. That's the... I'm trying. I know there's some people on Twitter that were Baltimore or Maryland, I guess, locals. Baltimore locals. I got to figure out who I know there and hang out. Maybe go to an armory or something. All right, box 1 is nearly done for this case. Knives out. There. Last pack of box 1 of case 5. There's a blood drop. That's nice. My top 3 sets to open or to play. To open, I think Uprising is king. It was so good to open. I really like Arcane Rising. It's been amazing for the channel. I've been very lucky with that set. I don't know after that. It's a good question. What's a good set after that? Nah, it'll probably be Dusk Till Dawn will be my... I think all the other sets are pretty much on par. Like, WTR is okay. But it's actually very, like, binary. There's not much in those sets. You hit a Tunic, it's amazing. You hit a Heart, it's amazing. But, like, half the Super Rares and Majestics are just terrible. Ooh, that could have been so good. I mean, it's inertia, it's okay, but, man, we need frailties. Alright, cold 4-pack. Can we get something good? No, we can't. Just another Dagger at least. Or a Fable. Dagger or Fable. They're the acceptable options. Yeah, I didn't particularly like opening Dynasty. It's very feast or famine. I don't particularly like opening the expansion sets. They're just... It's like the low rate of legendary. You just feel like you can go through so many boxes in a row and hit nothing good. We had an amazing stream for that. We opened literally everything except Black Text. Like we hit Marvel Emperor, we hit Command and Conquer, Cold 4, and then I opened my 10 cases and got absolutely crushed. No value. Well, you open a draft set, it's much more predictable. You see a lot more cool stuff more often. Death Touch Red is nice. Oh, the art, yes. The art, I mean, art Toa's amazing. I really like Monarch. I love good versus evil, angel versus demon. I love that type of art. It's actually my desktop background on my PC. Is the Monarch set art. What did we get? Dishonor. Yes, Dynasty art was really cool. Even Everfest had some really cool flavor in the art. Very festive. prediction PvE will come. I don't even know if it's gonna come next year, which is fine. Like, I know they wanted to do it sooner, but I think the game's growing at such a pace, and they have to focus on like doing what they do. Hey, you might hear more about it. Like, Baltimore is only a few weeks away. Usually during that player banquet thing, James likes to announce some stuff. I know Tolarian Community College had that announcement at Worlds about what that product he's working on with LSS, so that's going to be sick. Hopefully, they might even announce it at Baltimore for all we know. I think there's a rumor that... Ooh, Redback Shroud. There's a rumor Rudy's going to come to Baltimore, actually. I'm sure they'll announce it if it's true. Jeremy, we have one. Do we have one? We have a... Yeah, we have a code for extended art pirate costume on the shop if you're keen. Flickenbox.com. It's the one I pulled in my preview box. I graded it immediately. It didn't get the best grade because of the edges, but unfortunately, that's with all the Japanese print. I don't think you can get good edges. It got a 10 for surface, so if that means anything to you. How many boxes am I in? TCG chat, 0 marbles. You'd see them on the screen, buddy, if I hit any. And we got 6 more boxes to go. And we've opened... I can't do maths in my head. 4 cases? No, 5. This is case 5, so 4.5. But look at the legendary count for 4.5 cases. Not bad. Scalpel. Oops. The ninja art's so cool in this set. It's like very It's like a little bit more cartoony than usual, you know? It's not as dark as some of the other art. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it, man. You're still opening just to hit the Marvel? I mean, yeah, good luck. Like, it's really weird because, man, that's split. Look at that. It's really weird because we opened 36 cases and hit a single. We hit 1 Marvel, which was it's really bad to only hit 1 for that many cases. So I mean, that's what we're hoping. Some sort of out-of-the-box PvE product, or like if they start adding, like 1 new boss every time a set comes out. Yeah, we hit 1 Marvel in 36 cases. We hit a Marvel in case number 37, if that helps, but still, it's not very. It was not good. Because it's supposed to be, I think, 1 in 40 boxes is. Like, everyone that opened a lot of Outsiders is 1 in 40, roughly. They're hitting a Marvel. So, like, it's the old Fable odds. Orbiter class. Wrong pile. Locals. They were harder to pull than the Marvels. The rainbow foil, indeed not. The cold foil, yes. I think so. Rainbow foil seems more common. Cold foil seems much less common. I think the cold foil legendary and fable rates are much lower in this than than Uprising and Dynasty. If that gives you any idea. Yeah, well, set number 10 is in July. It's going to be a big one. The art. I mean, if the art that they've shown is actually from the new set, which is very likely to be, it even looks like they've outdone it with the art. Hey, Robert. Wonder with Purpose. That's there. Small. I see what you mean. Like add a. The problem is, Sammy, is like, I understand it seems simple, but once you start adding weight, it's not that simple because it throws out, like shipping everything becomes more expensive. The cost of the box is more expensive. I think it's just easier to make if they're gonna do that. I mean, they already clearly print UPF and PVE support in the sets, and all they'll need to do is, you know, make like a out of the box, like a classic battle type box that has your PVE stuff in it. Maybe some precons for tabletop gamers, kitchen table gamers, and then. But I don't know if they'll add like something like that to a box. Wow, this is Premeditate number 5. Not bad. We do have one foil one. Whoa, quiver. Is this the first rainbow foil quiver? No, second. Man, our hit rate on legendaries. Whew. It's a lot. We have a lot. Has it stopped? Frailty, there we go. Is this the first non-foil one we hit? Maybe we hit a couple. I don't think we have many though. Five what? 5 what? What did we hit 5 of? I'm confused. Premeditate. Oh yeah. I mean, it's okay. think we had like 10 amnesias though. Alright, cold foil. Look at the edge on that. Can you guys see? It's so bad. Like, there's no way this is acceptable. I don't like understand how this gets past QA. Like, it's like, anyway, whatever. Who am I complaining to? You guys already know. Cold foil flick knives. And a give and take. Why not? Wait, let me pause for a legendary count. Like, this is going a bit crazy. We have 3 cold foils. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11. So 14. 14 legendaries in 5 cases. Not even finished with the case. It's like nearly 3 a case. We're like averaging 2 point something. I don't think that's right. I don't think you're supposed to. Alright, last box in the case. This is the last box of case 5. So we've hit. I mean, now it'd be really nice to just. I mean, EA Legendary is great, but to be honest, I just want a Marvel. One Marvel. Yeah, we're double the normal rate. It's nuts. Look, this is also a second batch. Is it, Dev? So here we go. Cold foil. Is it a? So disappointing. That's why I don't understand why they keep printing common cold foil. Such a feels bad. It's fine. It's fine. Marvel Dragons makes sense. They're FUBAR. They're double-sided printed. Like that, they literally require double the handling. But these Japanese print cards just dog shit. Like, it was okay for History Pack and Unlim. Your expectations are lower. It's also no cold foils, but you're starting to hit like if a cold foil extended art trench is like $400 now, it could easily hit $1,000 in a year. Like, you do not want your $1,000 card with munted edges. You know, same as the Marvels. We graded a few. It's just not worth grading. They are terrible. It should not. Man, I don't know. I have a very strong opinion about this shit. It's like, it's your product. If I printed business cards and this is what they gave me as business cards, I would not pay for them. That's how I'd put it. I'd be like, the edges look shit. They're sharp, actually. You can cut your finger on some of these. Like, you could get a paper cut on a Japanese edge very easily compared to... And you shouldn't be able to. Hey, Devin. Yeah, but I think they should have done more to step up the quality. If they're going to print the main set in Japan. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so Dev, this is obviously the restock from distribution. So this is like maybe even a second printing. Oh. I wouldn't cry if they pull a crimped card, because I think they have more value than the... You could definitely get the same money for a crimped legendary than you would for a non-crimped one, is what I'm saying. And again, we're talking about Japanese print here, Robert. The crimp doesn't happen in Japanese print, I don't believe. Because the packs aren't, like, crimped. They're sealed with glue. Different type of sealing, I think. Unless we can only hope. I mean, I've talked a lot of crap about it, but it's my experience sitting here opening hundreds and hundreds of packs, and it's not a good experience. Anything cool, Lord German? We're on 14 legendaries from 5 cases. Is that cool enough for you? Yeah, Robert, you can jump on I think there's a Facebook group called Misprint and Oddities for Flesh and Blood. I think that's the active one. There's probably a Discord channel somewhere I'm not familiar with. But yeah, you'll 100% get the same, if not a lot more money for your crimped legendary or your friend's crimped legendary. I wouldn't worry about it. Ah, there's a legendary in here. Woo, another shroud. Man, we're on fire with these. It's crazy. Running out of room to put them. Oops. It's all good, Robert. Yeah, you got to complain. I got to complain. Maybe we'll get more legendaries. That's what we need. Just one Marvel. One Marvel. Hey, Caleb. Good morning, mate. Also, I'm pretty sure you can send a crimped card back to LSS and they'll replace the card. That's their policy, right? Belgian boxes your way? What do you mean? What? Who's going to send a box to who? Are you sending me boxes, German? You reckon, Dio? Is that's your prediction? LSS for the misprint? No, I think they just send you back a card. But then I don't. Again, it just doesn't make sense to send it to LSS. Just sell it. Sell it for more. You can probably trade your crimped one for the same legendary non-crimped plus money. Planning a box opening analysis. There's no need for me to make one. There's been so much data out there. There's no point me making one. Mike, what data, what stats, what information do you want to know? I sort of did already make one with my thoughts on the data, but between Hemel and MinMax Gaming, they opened like 1,000 boxes and the stats are there. Alright, that was the last box of case. Wrong pile. Case 5. Last case is going to be a banger, you watch. Move this pile of Majestics before I drop it all. Where do we put it? last case. Actually, this is... 2 of these cases were probably from the original batch of stock. Okay. I am ready. Oh, was I, Mike? Well, no, I think Japanese print is pretty rampant in the US too now. But I'm opened it live, yes. Open Japanese print, no, heaps of it's been opened by... I'm pretty sure even Minmax and Hemel got a bunch of Japanese. Maybe not in the original opening. But I don't, there's no difference, like the stats are the same. The only like weird stuff was were the crazy God boxes that existed. But I was just saying before, haven't seen a single other post about that, so I imagine all of them have been opened, and we've probably seen them, and it ended up being like, what, 2 or 3 cases, I think. But, you know, someone's probably sitting on some still. Oh, look at that, down and dirty foil. I think we've hit a couple of these. Love them. Not super valuable at the moment, but I think these go up in July. There's a Illusionist, a Popper, and Arsenal is just the way to premeditate. See, already this is a nutty box. Yeah, I just, Mike, I didn't want to make, like, feel like everyone talked about the hit rates of the set. There's no point. I didn't have any information to add, so I just usually, if I don't add. I don't make my own video. But I like I said, did make a video about the hit rates, and I can gladly talk about it again here if you want to know anything. So we're going to hit a Marvel in every box, according to Mr. Gunderson. I'll be very, very disappointed if we don't. Is this the set with the most generics? Probably not. I think like WTR maybe had more. I don't know if anyone's done the stats for that. One Marvel now. Well, I mean, look, you did pick the right pack. It is the cold foil pack. Is it? There's not a Marvel. It's a Toxic Tips, mate. Fuck it. It's not a Marvel. Yeah, I think maybe it's just the... You know what? I've swapped these piles around. I need to fix that. That goes there. Hey, Nadroj. You bought a bunch of WTR Unlim from where, man? Tell me so I can buy some. Okay, yeah. I've noticed on the American pages people selling stock. I think you guys have more sealed stock hoarders than we get in Australia. It's really hard to get now. Have you an offer incoming on your website for one of each booster box of each edition? What do you mean? We don't sell boosters on the website, so. And if you mean box breaks, we've had to stop doing those, so. Yeah, not going to happen, unfortunately. Last few packs of box 1 of case 6. The last case. Box 2. Is this it is the first gore belching we've seen this whole time. That's the only gore belching we've got. 0 rainbow foils, 1 non-foil in 30 boxes. Jeez, man. I'm so happy we didn't sell many Majestic playsets. We would have literally gone broke. Trying to open for them. Would have just bought them, I think. Like the cards we're missing. It's so weird opening this set. History Pack 2 coming English. Yeah, Sammy, the roadmap for that was that they'd come out in black border foreign language first, and then we'd get it next year. So I believe we get white border History Pack 2 next year. Which is whatever. I don't like, maybe by then we need it, but right now wouldn't make any sense. So they've picked that correctly anyway, not releasing it yet. Such a good card. Yeah, Unlim Toa and Mon correct. They're very widely available. Let's see what Dust Till Dawn does to those. Toa First Ed's very readily available. I don't know how much Unlim actually exists. burdens. Whoops. Joshua, I think it's always both. But the price spikes I see are all play pieces, man. I don't. But the thing is, when it let's like, it's silly, right? When something becomes a play piece, like premeditate, then you do also have investors jumping on it because it's a play piece. So it's always the players driving that, I believe, always. But the player activity just breeds more. Ooh, there's a frailty. It just breeds more. Hey, oh, look at that foil knives there. So it's so pretty. It's not a very strong, guys. A really cool looking foil. It's very subtle, but it's very cool. Hey, Dev, if you're still here, how many glistenings do we have in stock? I think we have 20 to 50 of them. Can't remember exactly how many. I also don't know how many we've sold. We have enough. There you go. We have enough. Because we bought a bunch and we opened a bunch of classic battles. We have heaps. German, jump on. We'll do you a deal on some on some glistenings. But the thing is, there we have 16. Maybe we do need more. But I feel like you're. I don't. Oh, here we go. Is it good? Is it good? It's not a Marvel. It's not a. Okay. You know what? I'm happy to see that. I'll take that. That's the Majestic Quiver cold foil. Yes, at least it's not a shitty common one. And as you can see, it's hard to hit them. So, what was I gonna say? Glistening may not be the... Like, it's not going to matter if they do a light Dory, because unless she has a Dawn Blade, which wouldn't make a lot of sense, because, like, you already have... Oh, I mean, yes, they'll probably print a light Dawn Blade or something, right? But, yeah, glistening only works if you play Dawn Blade, so. Actually happy with that quiver. I don't think I've personally ever hit that quiver in cold foil. Marvel E-Strike. I don't know. I hope not. I don't particularly want them to keep going down that route for Fables. I like my Fables to be gems and landmarks. I mean, I don't mind the Command and Conquer, but I hope that doesn't become the norm. It's also like super expensive to go buy 3 of those to play with. I'd rather spend the same amount of money on one cool cold foil equipment than... I don't know. But that's me, personally, obviously. But CNC also really matches that set, right? Like the set is about, like, you know what I mean? It makes sense. It's not just a random card. Like, what's E-Strike gonna be? Another quiver. I literally have nowhere to put these. I've never had so many legendaries. This is crazy. This is like more than you'd get opening 10 to 20 cases. This is insane. We're not even done yet. All right. Let's go. Second last box of the stream. No Marvels yet. MMA stuff. I don't do MMA, but I've been training jiu-jitsu. Yeah, my back's a little sore now because of training a couple of days ago, but it's been going well. I wish I could do more. Just limited by old age, you know. All right, cold foil. Let's go. Is it a codex? It is not a codex. It is a legendary redback shroud. Man, this is insane what we've hit in this. Like, insane. What the fuck? Have we hit one of every cold foil legendary as well? No, not one of each, but close. Holy crap. Never seen this many legendaries in my life. This does feel like a god batch of cases in a way. I need to put these commons away before they topple. What are we missing though in legendaries? We're missing a Van Brace cold foil. That's what we don't have yet. Oops. Look at that. And a Premeditate? All right. I think maybe EV-wise we've done spectacularly. I know no Marvel, but geez, like, we've hit a bunch of Premeditates, one in foil. We've hit 15 legendaries, 16 legendaries. I don't know. I'll have to do a final count. Cold Foil Fable would be great, obviously. Like, I think Cold Foil Fable would put us in the green on EV straight away. I think like a Marvel Inertia would immediately... Sorry, Frailty would put us... if we had a couple of Premeditate foils, I think it's like... Like, most of these legendaries don't pay for a box, but it's still a big chunk of value. El Davo, what do you mean, do I have another job, mate? What do you think my job is? This is the hobby, it's not a job. 20 Ls? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. No, 17. But that's in 6 cases. This should not happen. We're nearly at 1 in 3 per case, nearly. Like double the... I think it's supposed to be 1.7 a case or something along that. So it's unlimited print. Yeah, they will. Whoops. I'm sure they will. It's just, I don't know when. I don't know why. Maybe they're specifically waiting for like stock at distributors to be out. Like, I don't know what the metric is for them. Maybe in that Hurl card. Hurl's good, I guess. Man, it's such a pain to sleeve every foil. But, because we sell them. Just really slows me down. Oh, what's that? Inertia. Okay. Wrong card. What did I do here? I messed up. All right. I think it's very likely that there's less Toa Unlim than First Ed. Like, why? You know, I don't think Unlim. I don't think they were releasing all the stock at once or printing it all at once because it was unlimited. And you know, they would have known. I'm sure they have some sort of data to tell them what's left in the wild. This is a very nice pack. Collapsing Trap into Give and Take foil. I don't know if we've seen one of these tonight. Last pack of box 3. It's not a cold foil, so that's disappointing. But can't really complain. Print run numbers. Yeah, but see, Sealed Entertainment, I don't know if you've watched my channel for long, but I don't care about print run numbers. I never have. I'll tell you my quick thoughts on print runs. Remember when they said that they printed 125,000 Monarch First Ed boxes and people lost their mind and the economy of the game just tanked for so long? I just don't understand that way of thinking, because 125,000 boxes is only a relevant number if you also know how many players exist. You know, 125,000 cans of Coke doesn't cater to the demand of cans of Coke in the world. So, you know, it's relevant to know, because people thought it was too high compared to the Crew First Ed numbers, but we don't know how many players existed around Crew compared to Monarch. So my point is, the printer numbers means nothing. Demand, you need the second number at least to know what the heck your opinion should be on the print run number. Shakedown foil. So, and maybe the player number's hard to get, but I mean, LSS know how much of their stock sells. So that's what's relevant to me, is if I knew how many players, how many stores, how many millions of dollars in orders from distribution, then I would know. That's my sealed entertainment is exactly right. So there's the whole video for you in a snapshot. I think 125,000 is not a lot. People are about to find out that Monarch First Ed is not good. There's nowhere near enough of it if they release Dusk Till Dawn and then Japan is live and Europe is live and everyone wants, light and shadow cards in First Ed and foils, and they want extended art air editions, and there's not enough of it. But again, it's relevant. The print run number only matters if you know the other numbers, and we don't know the other numbers, so the print run number is like just a number, right? So the unlim print numbers would be interesting, but again, I don't think they're as high as people think they are. Especially after the Channel Fireball thing where that stock got picked up. Since then, it hasn't been easy to get unlimited at all. So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of it. Or ever was a lot of it. Like, meaning long term, you can get your hands on it. It's not, none of the sets long term you're going to be able to get your hands on it. We quickly learned that with Arcane Rising recently. We're going to WTR start in a field that is drying up, and I think Tales of Aria or Monarch First will be next, but Tales of Aria will be after that. Just won't be able to get it. Even Uprising, I can't get a lot from the distributor. Like, they don't have stock. And that's a draft set. Another premeditate. Crazy. We've hit a bunch of them. Hey, Mr. Keith Line, doing well. We just hit 50 viewers. Guys, if you just joined, please hit the like button. The stream's nearly over, actually, but I'm going to do a legendary count because we've hit nearly 3 legendaries per case. Nearly. We're halfway. All right, here's our code for. This is maybe the last chance. It's not a codex. Yeah, it's Seeker's Hood. Because we've pushed our luck, huh? Stab wound. We haven't hit a double cold for a box. I think, like, I don't know about a museum. I feel like that's something that LSS head office can just eventually have, is some cool collectibles, mementos. You know, it'd be cool for them to have one of every First Ed box. Especially if the company's around 10 plus years, you can go and have a look at some old stuff, old concept art. You know, there'd be some original sketches from some very cool cards that I think Art House posts a lot of these, and they're very cool, especially if you can get original sketches from artists. There's a bunch of stuff that'd be cool in like an exhibit, but a museum thing wouldn't happen. I don't think the game's going to get to that level. I think you can make an argument that LSS should build a little exhibition. Was that did I just pass over a Majestic then? No. Alright. Couple of packs. Very low chances now of hitting anything that's going to change the EV of this particular box. Oh man, dropping packs. I think we got 1 pack left. Imagine if this is a cold for Marvel. Well, it's not, so sorry to disappoint. It's nothing. Toxicity yellow. Alright, let's do this recap though, because this is nuts. Remember for Fabled, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Rainbow Foil legendaries. Just 13 in 6 cases. 14, 15, 16, 17 legendaries. And a Fable. So 18. 18 hits, 18 hits in legendary and higher. In 6 cases. That's insane. Silly. I'm going to head off. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Thanks for getting us to 3,500. Hopefully we hit 5K and I can give away an alpha box at some point. No EAs, no Marvels, but hey, we're a card shop. These are play pieces, right? This is what players will want for their decks. So it's very good. Can't complain. See you guys soon.